Okay, so we are flying right now. Let's go to YouTube. So here we are. Good is actually flying. It's flying. It's flying. It's fucking flying. Okay, good is flying. Good is flying. I'm coming. Just give me some seconds. Let me set up everything. Just waiting for people to join. I'm waiting for people to join. Let's just have like probably five. Alright, so here it is. This was the setup I gave in my channel, okay? In my Telegram channel. So why did I give this setup? Okay, I just noticed. Let me take this out first. I'm gonna bring it back. Okay, so the first things first, I noticed this liquidity was taken out by this, which made a double bottom and then decided to reach it and then reverse. So I expected same because I love liquidity and I know gold always love liquidity. So this might be a scalping setup or it might be a perfect setup to reach my target. I'm targeting 400 pips if possible. So I just said, okay, is this the setup actually? Let me see. This should be the setup. Yeah, that's the setup. But I don't see. I know I drew a range from. Okay, that's for Bitcoin. My head is messed up. So this is for gold. I did. Okay, now. So this is for gold. Okay. And why did I get my TP here? And then why did I see uh 3022 should be the perfect entry? I'll tell you why. You can see from here. I'm gonna zoom. I drew boxes here. I drew boxes here. You can just see from here. You can see this line I drew here. Okay, this trend line I drew here. You can see it's touching this liquidity and it's touching the two liquidity. So there's in English they call it which I don't know. Some people might decide, some traders, is it the SMC people or whatever, I decide to put a dollar sign for you here and tell you it's something like trend line liquidity or whatever. So that's it. So I felt okay, this is the first liquidity which this was taken out here, because this liquidity was taken out by this. So I knew that okay, once it comes back, it's gonna take out this, and this is another liquidity. So I just drew it, but my all eyes was on just this. I did not check this. So it was later after before I saw it, but I've already dropped the setup, and I knew that my stop loss is much far from that liquidity. So you can see good actually came. Let me zoom back. Good actually came and took out this liquidity and this at the same time. It swept the boat. You can see where it stopped. Okay, so it swept the boat from where it stopped, swept this and this, and then reversed back and started flying. So how did I measure my setup, my take profit and my stop loss? Okay, my take profit is 64, and I only use a range. I'll use a range because I don't need a calculator for now. I'm gonna use a range. So I just measured from here, because in what I said if it can come back and create a double bottom for us here, if it can come back and create a double bottom for us, then we're gonna go back to wherever it is. We're gonna go back up. I'm doing. Where is that range? Let me get it. So I just use this price range from here. Okay, just measured from here to this point here. Okay, that's what I measured. And what did I get? Got probably 21 pips. Okay, let's just see from here, 101 pips. Then I still measured from here. That's how I got my stop loss and my take profit. So I still measured from here back up to this zone. Okay, I shifted here. I think that's how I got my take profit. Measuring from here. Okay, I used here actually. It came back to this place. So you can see it's somehow balanced. That's the only way I got my stop loss and take profit, because I was hoping for a double. Sometimes I don't use the wick, I only use this body here, and because I know that the wick is just something that it will not respect. So that's the only thing. So I just swept the two liquidity, and it's going. Why is this just shifting? Need to come back down. Why are you just shifting? No, no, reduce. Come on. Yeah, so that's how I got my take profit and stop loss. So I just keep the range with my head and just do everything. I'm gonna take this out. Yeah. So this is our setup, and it has taken out the liquidity and it's heading back. Okay. Hold it or any option for CP. It has already given, let's see, it has given up to, yes, from 22 to 30. That's 31. No, it's from 22 to 32 actually. That's 100 pips plus. 100 pips plus. So you can move your break even and you can take your partials. Okay. So it doesn't mean you don't need to be over. Sometimes all these setups, sometimes they don't give up to full take profit. So it's best take partials and move your stop loss to break. Okay, so that's what I usually do. So you don't need to wait for full take profit because not every setup is perfect actually. Most of them are just they might turn to scalping or they reach your full target. So for me, I'm out of weeks already because I'm using 100 pips for this good setup. 500 pips. Very plus. So that's just it. Okay. So this is our setup and let's write it up. Okay. I just used 45 pips to target 200 pips. And let's pray it works. Even if it doesn't complete it today, probably next week, anytime. But as far as I know, we've made 100 pips already from from 3022 to 3032. We've made 100 pips already. Yeah, out of 400. Okay, so we are left with 300. Even if it comes back to 50, I don't care because I've made my 100 pips. I'm happy. I joined late because I was afraid of blowing my $12 account. Well, if you're afraid of blowing your $12 account, it's fine. I think you see, why will you be afraid of blowing your $12 account? Because that setup was just 45 pips stop loss. So if you had entered that trade with 0.01 and you set your stop loss, you cannot blow your account. 5 pips is just $4.5 to lose. So how can that be? Except you're going into margin without risk management. That's when you're going to blow your account. So once I saw this company, I just knew that okay, you might be those kind of traders. I'm not judging, but you might be those kind of traders that want to go in full margin on any setup they find. And the truth is, no setup is 100% accurate. Okay, all those things is we just make the analysis and just wait for the reaction. So you can't predict the market. Like yesterday, unlike yesterday, I said um, I'll leave the market. I'll leave the market to the owners because I got tired. I said, "What's this? I'll buy it to sell. I'll sell it to buy. What the fuck?" So I just got tired of it. So okay, I think Bitcoin setup has activated. Okay, let's see how that one. No, Bitcoin setup activated. Point of registration. This should be okay. It was activated. I used 1 hour time frame for this Bitcoin setup actually. use 1 hour time. Yeah, this is the range I was talking about because I used range actually for this Bitcoin. But probably I think still seeing this because I mentioned it in the channel. Actually, Bitcoin is trying to react this SRB here. Okay? It has even reacted already and reversed back, so there's high chances we're gonna hit rock bottom at this setup. But that's by the way, setups and setups. They're just meant to look at them and watch them there. Okay? So this is the Bitcoin setup I dropped and it has triggered already. We're trying to ride it back up. So let's see. Bitcoin and this is Bitcoin on 1 hour time frame and gold 30 minutes time. Actually Bitcoin just triggered now. So gold has already triggered and it's running in profit. You can just leave the 1 hour time frame. So you can see clearly here on the 1 hour time frame. This is the key that we took out before continuing to buy, respecting this support here. Let's see where it heads to. Let's talk. How do I determine market direction? Movement to buy and to sell. What are the key points to look for taking a trade? Well, you should be a beginner. You're asking about this question because probably you know nothing about forex actually. How do you know when to buy and when to sell? That's when you need to go back to your for the meantime. Oh my god, so for the meantime, my mentorship class or whatever, online or offline, is not active. So I'm working towards that. To provide that. Although that's why I do post some materials in my YouTube channel, like just some videos about that. Not for beginners because you need to know what is forex or what trading. Why are we trading? Why are we buying? Why are we selling? What's the reason for that? You need to read the basics about forex before because there is nobody that is going to teach you that. Any class, any mentorship thing you go, they will never teach you what is okay. They will definitely teach you, but just a brush, just a summary of it. So now that you're asking how to know when to buy or when to sell, I don't know how to start explaining that for you because that will be way bulky. So how to know when to buy, how to know when to sell based on my analysis. Once I see my setup, I see my key points, I see my confirmations, I draw my chart, I put my long or short position and wait for it to play out. That's because there is nothing special. Okay. So as I explained, this was the reason I gave the setup. This was how I got my TP, how I got my stop loss, and that's it. So there's nothing special there. I'm a beginner. I started on January then you must be a slow learner. January to March is 3 months and you haven't known how to buy and sell. That's crazy. Yeah, you check yourself. So, because for me, I think forex is not hard, but what is hard forex is actually mindset, confidence, discipline, the patience to hold. That's what is hard. You can build on that. That's all. Forex, you can learn forex in 1 day, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month. You don't learn it. You know what is support, you know what is resistance, you know your candlestick. You can read all that in 1 day. But the only thing that will make it hard for you is just that fear of losing. Okay? Fear, patience, confidence, all those things. That's the only thing that makes people take time learning forex. It takes you 1 year, 2 years, 3 years to be perfect. So if you're a beginner and you started January, actually, my bro, you're still you're I don't know what it is actually. You're behind. You're behind. Uh, Okay, so got my lights back. The VS, whatever. So yeah, both setups are going well. Okay. Use money 9. Okay, let's see what you got. What did he say? I'm a beginner. Okay, brother. I always look forward to sniper entries, not unfair and weakness difficult to get. Yep, that's what I said. That fear and the greed is the problem. That's the only thing that will give you that's the only thing that will make you um that's the only thing that will give you years in learning. Hmm? Aside that first actually easy to then just that fear, greed, the only thing is the only problem that you're gonna have. You can work on that in the span of that 3 months that you do from January till now. You take to work on that. As soon as you have it, then you move on. That- Okay, but it doesn't matter. Actually on break even and you're on 100 plus. Let's just say 110 plus. Okay, set up nice in got this right. Left with Bitcoin now. Bitcoin is actually the one dancing and I'm getting skeptical of that. But that's further. Whew.
Watch videos ad-free, offline, and in the background. Try YouTube Premium on us.
Oh, what what helped you control your fear, greed, confidence, and patience in trading? Yeah, it took me 3 years, bro. It took me 3 years to control that. I was actually in my first year behaving like way you do in my first year of TikTok. I was actually doing greed. I feel like make it overnight. Felt like I felt like I can make hell of money because I saw forex as an opportunity to make money. So I was just trading anyhow, following any signals I see. I didn't want to learn actually, but I thought learning was actually a strong thing, a hard thing to do. So I was following signal providers. Once I see signal, I just enter. See a signal, I just enter. Click. Just be clicking and going. I don't even care if it's legit or not. I just click. So that was how I kept losing. So it took me 3 years to get back to my sense. Or even more than I started trading actually 2020, or I was just 2021 signals. 2022 following signals. So it's 2023 that my senses came back. I had to come back and start learning how to stop taking unnecessary trades. How did you retract your message, Abhishek RV? I saw the message I was about to answer, you retracted it. How to what? Was the question? How to avoid unnecessary trades or whatever? Yeah, I don't know how to avoid that. It's always common. You can't avoid that. Just know what works for you and use it every single time. For me, what works for me is what I'm using to provide signals setups for you guys. So that's what I use. As of yesterday, it did not work. It's nearly worked, but I was taking out twice. So I have to leave the market because I don't need to. When I focus first time, the next set of stop loss, I'm not going in for the third time. Just leave the market like that and reassess myself and see what's the reason why this is stop loss and whatever. So that's how I do. Said I can't hear you clearly. Well, I ordered for a mic, for a podcast mic, and I'm still praying for the video. Don't know why. So I'm just using my normal PC mic. So that's the only thing I'm using now. Okay. Let's see. Play. God has given us like much profit. Much profits to take home. Much profit. I saw it on 3034. So much like 120 pips already. So much profit to take home. Much. I've already taken partial stuff. I'm just looking at Bitcoin also because Bitcoin setup. I use this actually. I always use Orander. So this is Bitcoin, and also Bitcoin we're targeting 700. Wow, that's crazy. Aggressive swing trader, please don't be greedy. So I'm targeting 730 pips on Bitcoin. Ah, that's possible actually, but I just needed to break above this. Once it breaks here, we get a retest. So my prayer, because I don't control the market, so I can only pray. My prayer is for it to come here, break, retest, and then continue moving. Maybe break all this liquidity here, test on them, and then maybe we get to our extreme end. Okay, so that was just my prayer for this to happen actually like this. Exactly like there's no plus or minus. If it can happen like this, then you're good to go. You can see my stop loss is just 43 pips and I'm targeting 730 pips. That's actually crazy. Although we've done it quite a number of times in this channel, I've done it. That's why I named myself aggressive swing trader. So it's it's possible. Don't need to doubt yourself. So my eyes is not on BTC, my eyes is on gold actually, and we're already on break even. And I can see it's trying to pull back. And whatever those that are selling, sellers are trying to get into the market, but that doesn't mean anything. Let's see how long I'm gonna stay in this live. This 39 minutes. I think I'm gonna be in this live for roughly an hour. So I'm just left with 20 minutes in this live. So at least we've seen the setup. We must have marked all the zones if you haven't. And maybe I don't think I'll reach an hour. I think the next 10 to 20 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes I'll just end it. I have other things to do rather than well, I need probably everyone watching this account. Okay, so that's it. That's that. Setups are moving. Bitcoin is moving. Gold is moving. I'm on break even on gold, but for Bitcoin, not yet. So that's the setup, and I think I'll be giving it a buy. Yep.